Edward here at edwardjdavis.com, where your money, marketing, and mindset matter. Today, we tackle your debt. I'm going to give you 7 tips on how to start eliminating debt out of your life today. Let's dig in. Getting out of debt tip number 1. You can save tons of money by learning to live the frugal life. Whether that means using coupons, you can save a whole lot of money just using coupons, right? Taking out the time to get that Sunday's paper, cutting out those coupons, going online and finding the coupons. You'll be amazed at the hundreds, even thousands of dollars you can save per year that can then go towards paying off some debt. That also means cutting that cable bill. That also means reducing the amount that you're eating out. If you're buying a Starbucks coffee every day that costs about $5 and you're then buying, some fast food that costs another $15, or even if it costs $10, you're spending about $15 a day, $75 a week or over $75 a week, which averages out to be over $4,000 or roughly $4,000 annually. How much debt can you pay down with $4,000 extra every year going towards that debt? So, learn to live the frugal life. It's important if you're going to start saving and getting out of the hole that you dug yourself in. You can't get out of that hole if you're trying to keep up with the Joneses and constantly trying to get the latest in technology and gadgets and living the same way you've been living. 80% of debt is behavior. The other 20% is knowledge of how to get out of those situations and how to invest properly. Getting out of debt tip number 2. Cut up all those old credit cards, or even the current credit cards. Cut them up, shoot them up, shred them up, get rid of them. You can't get out of debt if you are making debt your way of life, or creating debt your way of life. You have to get a hold of your situation. And that means not adding to it, so not creating more debt. So you need to stop accumulating debt right now. So get those cards out, start cutting. Getting out of debt, tip number 3. Ask your boss for a raise. Why not? What could it hurt? But that extra money could definitely go towards paying down some debt. So have that hard conversation with your employer. Let them know how great and invaluable you are as an employee. And tell them that you need a raise. Just make sure that as your wage increase, your lifestyle doesn't do the same. Otherwise, it's a waste of time and you're spinning your wheels. But go ahead and ask for that raise. You'll be surprised at the results. Getting out of debt, tip number 4. Get you a part-time gig, part-time job, part-time hustle. Whether it's driving for Uber or selling some products on eBay. The best way to get out of debt is to try to create a stream of extra income, because it allows you to free up some money that you may not otherwise have access to based on your current constraints and your situation. So that means let's try to figure out a way to make some extra money and use all of that extra money as just your debt money. Get the job. So this also goes with asking for a raise, right? Ties together. So maybe you can ask for a raise and get a side hustle. How about that? But use all of that extra, your whole objective should be to use all of that extra income to pay off your debt. Getting out of debt, tip number 5. call your credit card companies or the banks that issued the card and simply ask for an interest rate reduction. You'll be amazed at how well this actually works. Most times, a business will be more than happy to give you a reduction in interest as opposed to you taking your business somewhere else. I've done this on every card I've had. I turn the card over, look at the back of the number, call it, get a live person on the phone, and simply say, "Are you running any specials? I'm looking for a better interest rate. Is there any way you can help me? Is there anything going on that you can offer me that will make this possible?" I have gotten that done on every card I had. So in fact, pause the video, pull out all your credit cards and start calling them and asking for an interest rate reduction. Because some may run a special that says, well, okay, we'll reduce your interest by 2% or 5% or whatever for the next 6 months or the next year. Well, that still gives you a window where they're not taking out as much monthly that will allow you to pay that debt down a lot faster. So again, these are simple tips and tricks, but you'll be amazed at how well they work. Right now, call all of your credit card companies or the banks who provided you that card and simply ask. Getting out of debt tip number 6. You may want to consider consolidation. And all of this means is that if you have a lot of various balances on a lot of credit cards with varying interest rates, especially with high interest rates, it may be possible to get a loan or another credit card at a much lower rate that can pay off all of those cards and put all of that balance on one card. That again helps you to contain the debt situation and pay it down a lot sooner. Many times you can find if you go through, say, your credit union, that you can get a much better rate, far lower than what you're currently paying, and consolidate that debt into one low monthly payment and get the job done. So consider consolidation, look at your options. And finally, we arrive at your getting out of debt tip number 7. That tip is simply learn to say no. That includes saying no to yourself. So, let me help you. Ed, let me borrow some money. No. Ed, let's fly to Cancun for the weekend. Or drive down to Florida. No. Ed, I got this nice chain and watch that everybody's wearing right now. Wouldn't you like to have one of these? Hell to the no. No thank you. Nope, 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 nope. You have to embrace it. You have to love it. You have to own it. But you have to learn to start saying no now. And that's sometimes a very hard thing for us to do, especially with our children. But if you're ever going to get this debt thing under control, no should become one of your favorite, or new favorite English words. No, 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 no. I hope you've learned something today that can be of some use to you. For more information, visit edwardjdavis.com, where your money, marketing, and mindset matter. Don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one.